On behalf of the Speed Institute and all the faculties of Speed and the entire team, I bring all the greetings and wishes to you for being truly extraordinary, wonderful, exceptional, for scoring topmost and an amazing rank number one in the field of DM super specialty, in the background of pediatrics and DM pediatrics. Now moving on to what super specialty I'm going to hear from you in NEET SS 2020. It's a great time and privilege to interact with you, and I feel very happy first for you and for your family and relatives and friends. And it's something very exceptional time. I mean, that means this time every day does not happen in our life. It happens once in a time, or two or three times in the entire lifetime. And scoring rank number one and in the country, in the entire country, that's very important. Being a national level exam, uh, great,
Thank you,
really
sir.
great.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for those words, sir. And I also, in fact, it's my privilege to spend time with national level faculty like you, sir. And also, I'd like to thank the entire Speed team and faculty for their effort they've put in. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for those.
So, can I know something about Dr. Vishnu? Where are you right now?
I'm from Kerala, Kollam. And now after the exams, I've just joined as a casualty medical officer, sir. I'm already
Where?
in health service, so that is at a Taluk hospital. There I'm
Where?
taking general duties, not under pediatrics. No, during my
Where? Which
preparation, I
South
was.
hospital? Which place?
It is Taluk Hospital, Koilandi.
Okay.
It is in Calicut district.
Okay.
And during my preparation, I was doing my senior residency. That got over by last week. So now I joined this hospital.
Okay. Can I know from Dr. Vishnu from medicine days? I mean, where he did his medicine, where did you do your MD pediatrics, and what are you going to do now?
Okay, sir. MPS I did from Government Medical College, Trivandrum, and MD Pediatrics was from Kottayam Medical College. And after that, I was doing my senior residency in pediatrics at Government Medical College, Idiki. That's when I prepared for this exam. And now that was over last 2 weeks, and now I've just joined here.
Now, generally, whenever student joins from MBBS to MD pediatrics, the idea is it's an end specialty. MD pediatrics is an end specialty. MS Ophthalmology is an end specialty. Orthopedics is an end specialty. ENT is an end specialty. So that's the reason why, rather than to choose MD general medicine, people choose MD pediatrics. Now, as being an end specialty, what motivated you to do DM super specialty?
Actually, sir, at the time when I joined this pediatrics, it was one of the reasons why I opted pediatrics was like this. There was a confusion between general medicine and pediatrics, and then I thought it's an end specialty, so I don't have to go for a super specialty. But after these 3 years, it's no more like an end specialty, sir. Like there are a lot of pediatricians here, and so many are opting more on for super specialty now. And so soon after I completed my MD, I just I have written the first attempt NEET SS, and that was after my exams, and the rank was 202. I could take DNP or DM outside, but at that time I was not interested. So I just thought I'll just join and work as a pediatrician. But during the last 3 months, it's that when I started preparing for this NEET SS now, and after working for just 9 months, I thought I want something more. That's why. So.
Okay. Now, can you share how did you prepare? I mean, what were your when did you join Speed? How you acquainted with Speed, and when you joined Speed, and how the journey started? And can you tell something about that?
Okay, sir. Actually, I was doing the senior residency, and by June 2020, I was planning for taking a fellowship in neonatology. And for that, there was an interview, and I started reading for the interview. And then I thought I can read something for this NEET SS and prepare. And that same time, the SS exam postponed also. So I thought I'll get 3.
Audio got blocked.
Preparing. And at that time, by June 2nd week, I came to know about this Speed from one of my friends, and I joined there. though I was not able to go through all the videos, but I selected those with more weightage, and I listened to those videos. And especially after reading the videos, it was easy for me to grasp those things from Nelson. Reading from Nelson in a short period was not possible at that time.
So you went through the Nelson-based videos you're talking about.
Yes, sir. I listened to the videos for the those topics which are having more weightage, and after that I went through Nelson. Reading from Nelson at the first set is not that easy. So it takes a lot of time. You cannot complete the whole thing in 3 months. And also I didn't go through the whole Nelson, but it was about, I must have read 50%. That's all, sir. That's all what is required for this. And I skipped all those general pediatrics, and those topics were not at all required. The weightage was less compared to the other general topics.
So the general pediatrics had a strict 40 questions.
No, sir. We have the club group, which includes pediatric cardio, nephro, GIT, oncology, and neonatology. And those questions are, it is again general pediatrics. So we'll get another 50% of those questions will be from these topics then. Then the rest 20 will be from the general pediatrics other than these topics. So that altogether comprised only some 20 questions. So I just read whatever I have read for the theory topics and all. So I didn't prepare for that so deep.
Okay. So did you had any general medicine questions coming up here?
No, sir. I actually opted for pediatric neurology also. There we had general medicine question, but that was not at all my option. Just because I have OPT2, I opted for pediatric neurology.
So this paper is only of a pure combined pediatrics and pediatric subspecialties.
Yes, sir. Combined pediatrics.
Did you go through the individual subspecialty videos for your preparation in the app, like neonatology, nephrology, cardiology, like that? Did you go through the subspecialties?
Yes,
how was
for the club group, that means these 5 pediatric cardio, nephro, GIT and all, I went through all these videos. And for the rest of the systems and also general pediatrics, I couldn't go through the video. So I just studied whatever I had notes for the MD exam and all.
Now, did you go through the exams, the mock exams? Did you go through the mock exams?
Not all, sir. Few exams I went through. And it was of higher standard compared to the NEET SS.
Why do you say so? Why do you say that?
Those questions were mainly from the specialty textbooks, and also I didn't get that much time to go in deep regarding all those topics. So then also I did the questions, and after each question we could see the explanation. So I was able to correct and read the description then and there itself. So those mock exams were helpful, sir.
Now I want to ask you, what is that now you are going to choose? I mean, what is your super specialty?
I'll be taking neonatology.
Neonatology. Okay, great. I mean, neonatology is a. I mean, did you have a word? I think we had a.
I'll be taking neonatology, sir, and the college.
Yeah.
Yes,
college.
sir, yes, I remember.
So
I'll be opting for Trivandrum Medical College.
Okay. So you will be opting for Trivandrum Medical College. I think for rank number 1, it's your choice. I mean, you can choose wherever you want. I mean, you have an option for you today. And
other options, sir. That's my only option, sir.
It's only option. Trivandrum Medical College is a great institution. It's a great place.
Yes, sir.
And I will tell you.
And I did my MBBS there, sir.
Yes. Yes, you did your MBBS. I will tell you. Which year was that? MBBS was which year?
2007. And I passed out 2012.
Okay. In 2005, I gave my general surgery DNB examination at Trivandrum Medical College.
Okay.
And I passed out from Trivandrum Medical College. There was an exam I gave. That's the place.
Okay.
And that was a very successful place for me also. I came to that place to give.
Happy to hear, sir.
So, and it's something which is very unique and great to hear all this from you. And it's really inspiring. And you have meticulously joined all the dots, all you planned, and today being very successful in this. And I hope I also want to request you that to join as a faculty in SPEED, and whenever you have time, and you can contribute in the form of classes and also in the form of giving questions, and that could definitely be a great help to the juniors who are aspiring for DM super specialty from pediatric executive branch.
Sure, sir. Teaching is always my passion, sir, and happily join you, sir. Thank you for that.
Yes. So once admission process is over and once you are done with your admission, and I will definitely give you a call to be in the panel to join us, and the
Thank you, sir.
platform
Thank
you will utilize to contribute what all you have learned.
Sure, sir. Thank you.
Now, and I also want to hear from you. What will be your advice for your juniors or for your people from pediatrics if they want to plan to do a super specialty? Now, there are two questions I'm going to ask you. With that, we are going to come to an end to this. One, doing a super specialty is a must after an MD pediatrics. Number one, I mean, is it a must? And what are the factors that should decide to do a super specialty after post MD pediatrics? And number two, there is always a phobia for people who, other than the neonatology and pediatric subspecialties, whenever they have to do for an adult DM from MD pediatrics to adult DM, and to go through the adult part of Harrison medicine. So those areas, Harrison-based classes. I mean, so these are the areas of challenge that a person could face during his preparation. What should be your advice to them, and how they should prepare mentally to do this?
So first of all, regarding the super specialty, it's almost like medicine, sir. Even at this point, it's almost like medicine. It is gaining importance, like the different branches are coming up. So as of now, we have branches in like neonatology and pediatric cardiology coming up in our states also. And so maybe some 5 to 10 years also after this may not be the scenario. So those who are passed out and just now and aspiring for DM, it's better to do that just 1 or 2 years after that and not keep it too long.
So your advice is to go ahead. You say your advice is to go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Because tomorrow things might change.
Yes, sir, surely.
So be prepared. Huh?
Yes, sir. Even now it's already changed, sir.
Okay. I'll tell you, this was not the scenario for our batches in our time when we did our post-graduation.
Yes, sir.
And doing a super specialty was not a must. But after MBBS, doing post-graduation was the thing. And today, now this has picked up for all the specialties. Any specialty of masters, now to do a super specialty become a must today. And so that's the reason why I asked this question for MD pediatrics also. Is that the prevailing situation?
Yes, sir. And regarding the medicine topics, sir, I have no idea about the medicine portions because now it is like a club group. Earlier, it was like we have to prepare for medicine plus pediatrics. Super specialty exam, but now it is like the club group and we have all the subspecialties coming under that. So if somebody has to opt for general medicine like adult cardiology, then we have to prepare both. Their questions will be there from both pediatrics part and 50% of the questions will be from general medicine. So those who want to stay back in the field of pediatrics, they can study pediatrics alone and don't have to study medicine as of now.
Okay, if there is a migration to adult, then definitely you have to go through that. I mean, I think there is the answer for that. They want to migrate. And I want to tell you this year general medicine, people who went from general medicine to respect to super specialty, they had a minimum of 20 questions from pediatrics, 15 to 20 questions from pediatrics.
I heard, sir. I heard.
You heard?
But the opposite was not there, sir. But in pediatrics, we had only pediatric questions.
So that's what I want to know. That's the reason why I asked that question, actually. And
so in the other part, as I said, in the pediatric neurology, it was combined, sir. In pediatric neurology part, that was pediatric neurology or neuro. There we had both questions, but in the clubbed group, it was just pediatrics.
Now, that general medicine that you, the neurology adult medicine, was the same question for you and for adult neurology people taking from general medicine? Was the paper the same?
Yes, sir. That's the same exam. They were getting the
exam.
same questions.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So it's really great interacting with you, and and thanks for your time, and you joined the platform today for our discussion, because this discussion might be useful for all those who are aspiring for this exam.
Yes,
Once again, wishes to you, best wishes to you, and in this field of your neonatology and DM neonatology, very very rare specialty and sub-super specialty, and I wish you all the success and a great career in the field of neonatology in years to come, and you will do wonders in that specialty, and your contribution will be well appreciated by the patients and the community you're going to serve. And definitely, by and large, your services are going to be, by and large, is going to be productive to so many people and to be helpful to so many people. And we wish all the success for that, and to grow in a career to greater heights and be happy and make others happy, and all will happen through you. And best wishes to you, not only to you, to your family members, friends, relatives, to everyone.
Thank
Yes,
you,
all
sir.
the best
Thank you
and
so
all the
much, sir.
success throughout your
Thank you,
career.
sir.
God bless. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.